Today, we're going to be diving into the top 6 family-friendly neighborhoods in Kitchener-Waterloo. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if this is your first time here. My name is Vince Dmitrovic. This is my business partner, Vince.
And before we get started, as much as we love making these videos, at the end of the day, we are real estate agents and, we have a job to help people buy and sell homes. And that's really what we love doing. So if you need help buying or selling, or you know someone that does, feel free to take a look at the comments below and you'll find a link to connect with us and we'd be more than happy to help you out.
So, diving into Kitchener-Waterloo. Kitchener-Waterloo has actually become a very popular location for families to move to or stay here and build a family. And there's a few reasons for that. Just to name a few, the proximity to the GTA has brought a lot of people here. The education is top notch here. We have 2 universities and a big college. And then our economy is also very diverse. There's lots of jobs in different job sectors, from education to, we have 2 big hospitals here, insurance, automotive. There's a lot of different jobs, which brings a lot of people in here. And so that's why we want to make this video and let you know about what we think are the top 6 neighborhoods for you to pick from.
That being said, we are looking at the top 6 neighborhoods, but Kitchener-Waterloo as a whole, it's a great area to look at, but we just decided to pick top 6 to kind of give you the top ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Starting off in no particular order with Westvale. Now, Westvale is a community located in southwest Waterloo. Most of the homes here are 30 plus years old, and when it was first established, it was kind of on the outskirts of the city, but now it's a thriving community and very important to Waterloo.
So Westvale is a very family-friendly neighborhood. It's a safe area. It's got lots of different little parks and playgrounds and sports fields that you can enjoy. Westvale Park being one of them, but there's a whole bunch of them that are just dotted throughout the neighborhood, and it just makes for a great family atmosphere.
Westvale is also home to some great schools and community safety programs, so it's really highly focused on nurturing the community. The public school is Westvale Public School, and then the Catholic school is Holy Rosary. Along with the high schools, you have Resurrection, just walking distance to this neighborhood, and then you also have Kitchener Collegiate Institute, or KCI, which the students would get bused to.
Now, Westvale also has one of the most active neighborhood associations where they do monthly events. They have fireworks in the summertime for Canada Day. I know that they do an Easter egg hunt and all sorts of different things. So there's always something going on in the neighborhood. And then in terms of amenities and accessibility, you've got the boardwalk, which Westvale backs onto, and that's pretty much got everything you want. There is public transportation there, all sorts of different shops, and then even things like movie theaters and restaurants. So you really are close to everything in the Westvale neighborhood.
In terms of the types of properties in Westvale, most of them will be single detached homes, and since they are on the older side, you usually get a little more yard with those properties as well. You'll also find some townhomes sprinkled throughout the Westvale area, and price point for it, you're getting a pretty good bang for your buck. It's coming on just around average for the area of Waterloo.
So one of the drawbacks of the location of Westvale is that it's not very close to the highway. Now, everything in Kitchener-Waterloo is within 15-20 minutes of the highway, but this particular neighborhood, compared to some of the other ones, you're a little bit further away, but that does get counterpointed with the fact that you're close to the universities and the boardwalk.
Transitioning to our next neighborhood of Laurelwood, which is one of the hottest neighborhoods in Waterloo. It attracts, from professionals to families seeking that family-friendly neighborhood and quiet lifestyle.
Now, Laurelwood borders on the Laurel Creek Conservation Area, which makes it fantastic for outdoor lovers and people that are seeking outdoor recreation. And then, of course, it's known for its community initiatives and well-maintained outdoor spaces.
So Laurelwood is also home to one of the top 25 public schools in Ontario, Laurelwood Public School, and also one of the top high schools in the region, Laurel Heights. The schools that are in this area are one of the biggest attraction points for the neighborhood. A lot of families will move to Laurelwood specifically for the schools.
So if that's something that's really important to you, that education for your little ones, then Laurelwood is definitely a neighborhood to consider. In terms of the amenities, you've of course got a lot of outdoor spaces, parks, kids' play areas, the Laurel Creek Conservation Area. And then in terms of shopping, there's the Laurelwood Shopping Center, which gets you all your basic needs. And once again, similar to Westvale, you're actually not too far away from the boardwalk for all your other needs.
In terms of the real estate, Laurelwood is, again, one of the most sought after neighborhoods in Waterloo, and for this reason, its price point is on the higher end as well. It's got a good mix of single detached homes, some townhomes, and there's also a couple of apartment buildings as well that are more geared towards people settling down or retirees.
Now, if you are interested in living in Laurelwood, something to note, because it is so popular, is that when the homes get listed there, they do go pretty quickly and they do come up pretty rarely. So it's a very well-established community and it's in high demand.
And again, similar to Westvale, one of the biggest drawbacks of Laurelwood is just that distance from the highway. You're a little bit further away from being able to enter the expressway, but you're still getting there in under 10 minutes.
Next up on our list is Eastbridge. It's another neighborhood in Waterloo, and as the name would suggest, now we're heading to the east end of Waterloo and the northeast end, to be specific. Eastbridge is a community where nature and urban convenience meet.
The Eastbridge neighborhood is bordered by the Grand River, and its crown jewels, Huron Park and Grace Silo golf course, offer a place for, relaxation and recreational activities. Now, Huron Park especially, it is a sports complex that includes basketball courts, indoor soccer, volleyball courts, hockey, amongst others. So it is a hub for sports and recreation in the city.
Yeah, it's a great spot to take kids to. There's, year-long programs, there's summer camps, all sorts of stuff. Vince and I personally have actually spent a lot of time at Huron Park when we were growing up.
Oh, and we almost forgot too, there's an amazing cycling track in Huron Park as well. You should definitely check out. It's amazing.
In terms of schools, this is another one of those neighborhoods that just has top-notch schools in the region. Public schools like Millen Woods Public School and then Blue Vale Collegiate is the high school. They're both very frequently ranked amongst the top schools in the region.
Unlike our first two neighborhoods, Westvale and Laurelwood, Eastbridge is actually in very close proximity to the expressway and also Conestoga Mall. So you're in a great location for ease of transportation and towards shopping. Along with that, bordering the Grand River, there's a ton of cool walking trails that you can check out as well.
So community is another big part of Eastbridge, and there's lots of community events that we have going on here. Things like Halloween parties, and then around Christmas time, this neighborhood is actually known for all their Christmas light displays, and people from around the region will actually come and drive through their neighborhood to check out all those Christmas light displays. So it's a very welcoming environment, and that's what makes it one of the most attractive neighborhoods in Waterloo. Now, in terms of real estate, you're going to find that the prices in Eastbridge do tend to get a little bit higher depending on the property type. So there's a good mix of, single family homes. There's some townhomes in there. There's a lot of luxury properties where, you're getting big lots, big modern homes. And then there's also just your average family homes, but they do draw a bit more of a price tag because of all the amenities in the neighborhood. Okay, now we're gonna move on to Kitchener, and the first one on our list in Kitchener is the Huron Park neighborhood. Now, this is located in the south central part of Kitchener, and it's actually a fairly new neighborhood. Most of the homes there are less than 15 years old, and some of them are even less than 5 years old at this point. So it's a great hotspot for new and growing families.
This neighborhood is located right beside the Huron Natural Area, which I have personally explored myself in great detail. It's awesome for, walking, running, if you want to have a picnic. It's just nice natural environment, and it's one of the nicest areas in Kitchener. Along with this, it's close to the RBJ Schlegel Park.
Schlegel? Schlegel? Skegel? I don't know, it's something German. Sorry if we pronounced it wrong.
I was questioning the park part, not the Schlegel part.
Yeah, that is what it's called.
Is it RBJ Schlegel Park?
Yeah, it is. Just continue, because we're going to use that for sure.
It's close to the RBJ Schlegel Park as well, which has a lot of outdoor courts. And now they've also gotten a permit that they'll be able to build an indoor rec center as well. So this is going to be another one of those big hubs in Kitchener.
Yeah, it's great for all the people who love living an active lifestyle. There's going to be an aquatic section, indoor courts. It's going to be a top attraction in the region. And again, education plays an important role for a neighborhood to make it on our list of family-friendly neighborhoods. So this one, of course, has some of the top schools in the region again. Huron Heights Secondary School, which is the newest high school in Kitchener-Waterloo, Gene Steckel Public School, and then, of course, the Pioneer Park School.
So this area has a good location for transportation. You're not too far from the expressway, along with, shopping centers as well. Right now, Huron is a little bit on the outskirts of Kitchener, but they are developing new plazas and they're growing, so it won't feel like that for much longer. And you're not too far away from downtown Kitchener if you do want a little bit of that city life.
In terms of what you can expect for real estate, there is a big mix of property types. We've got everything starting with stacked townhouses, which are great for young professionals. There's townhome options. There's smaller single family homes, and then there's big modern single family homes as well. So it's got a little bit of everything. And in terms of price point, because it is a newer neighborhood, you'll be looking at a little bit above average, but you get great bang for your buck in this area.
Now moving on to the eastern part of Kitchener, we have Idlewood and Lackner Woods. So these neighborhoods offer a nice balance between city life and nature living.
So these two neighborhoods, which are often combined into one, have flourished into highly sought after areas in the region. Now, Idlewood is a little bit on the older side, with homes, being up to 30 years old there. And then Lackner Woods has some of the newer homes available in the region.
They also have a good mix between townhouses, single detached homes. You'll find some semi-detached as well. And then there's a good array of apartment condo buildings as well. Now, these areas are riddled with family parks, hiking and biking trails along the Grand River. There's lots of outdoor sports facilities as well. So you are not at a shortage for your recreational needs.
And schools are once again at the heart of this community. We've got some of the top schools in the region, once again highlighting how important education is to a family-friendly neighborhood. And then the neighborhood associations as well have lots of programs for the little ones, so they're always taken care of while they're growing up.
So these schools include the new Chicopee Public School. You should take a drive-by and check that out. It's really cool. And then the high school is the well-established Grand River Collegiate Institute.
And speaking of Chicopee, we almost forgot, Chicopee Ski Hill is right nearby, so that's great family-friendly activities in the wintertime to keep you active. And then in terms of some of the more city-like amenities, you're very close to Fairview Mall Shopping Center. Downtown Kitchener is not too far away. This is probably the closest neighborhood we have in terms of 401 access from the ones that we've discussed. And then it is very close to the region of Waterloo Airport, which does offer direct flights internationally as well as nationally.
Last but not least, we have Forest Heights, which is probably the most mature area out of our list, with most of the homes being built around the 1970s. It's a well-established, family-friendly area with mature, tree-lined streets.
So Forest Heights was initially established with a vision of comprehensive community living, and it has matured into a neighborhood with lots of character and warmth. You've got, homes that are old school bungalow style, and then more of the spacious two-story style homes. And what really attracts people to this neighborhood is just the character from all the homes, because there's been so many generations that have lived through them.
Now, at the core of Forest Heights' appeal is its green spaces, the West Heights Park, outdoor sports facilities, as well as great biking trails, and it really promotes an active, healthy lifestyle. Now, again, education is one of the most important criteria for a top neighborhood, and that is held true with Forest Heights as well. With its public school Meadowland and also high school Forest Heights, it's home to some top-notch schools in the area.
Now, Forest Heights is celebrated for its safe and welcoming neighborhood, and it's supported by active neighborhood associations that have year-round events, from summer picnics to winter events. There's never a shortage of things to do here.
In terms of transportation and accessibility, you can't go wrong with Forest Heights. You've got the expressway just a few minutes away. It's basically in your backyard. It's got great public transportation as well. And you've got the hospital just a few minutes away too. So you really got everything that you need right there.
In terms of amenities, Forest Heights is very self-sufficient. So you've got Highland Hills Mall right there, which covers most of your shopping needs. And then if you really do want more of that active nightlife or more restaurants, downtown Kitchener is not too far away.
Now again, this is one of the older neighborhoods in Kitchener, so you've got to be a little bit open-minded perhaps to doing some renovations to the properties if they haven't been renovated recently. But with that, you're likely to get a larger backyard, and the price point is quite affordable. It's average for the surrounding area.
So there you have it, the top 6 neighborhoods in Kitchener-Waterloo according to real estate agents. Like we said, Kitchener-Waterloo is a fantastic area for people to live in. These are just the top 6 that we picked. If you have any questions about these neighborhoods, if you think we missed something or you want to connect with us, please leave a comment below and we'll reach out and respond to you.